Can we start?
They're all yours.
All right, guys, we have some kettlebell swings in our workout today. And being that they are high rep and lightweight, we're gonna go with the American swing. If we're talking a little bit heavier and a little smaller rep, we might talk Russian swing. But so what this is gonna look like is something along these lines. Your starting position, you're gonna start the kettlebell swing basically like this. We're gonna talk about how to get the kettlebell off the floor in just a second because there's a couple different ways I'm gonna encourage you to go about this. But what I'm really concerned about and throughout this entire movement is keeping that beautiful lumbar. If we see a loss of lumbar in motion while we're swinging, or even at the top where we get the hyperextension of the back, we are gonna have people lower their weight immediately. We're not screwing around with yucky backs. You can even magically bring another kettlebell and it will be magically appearing because Coach Liz dropped it off for you while you were swinging. Okay, so again, starting here, this is where we're going and coming back down. Now, this movement looks like it might be an arm movement, but it is truly a firing of the hip. Like when you fire the hip and you're clean. You want a drastic firing of the hip, using that core to get our arms flying overhead and ending in that nice locked out position where that we have the ear from the bicep, arms are fully extended, squeezing your belly, squeezing your butt. And again, you're going to pinch your butt as fast as you can to fire that hip to get that kettlebell swinging. Now, being that we're doing high rep, I'm going to encourage you to actually pull the kettlebell back down to get the speed. If speed's not your thing today, but it should be, being that it's lightweight, high rep. I want you to think about firing the hip, pulling it back down, firing the hip, pulling it back down. And the whole time, the weight should be in your heels. In that initial drive, if you pop to your toes a little bit when you're finishing up at first, I want to make sure again that you're squeezing your belly and your bum so that you have most of that weight in your heels, but especially down at the bottom, weight in the heels, knees driving out. I'm going to have you guys grab a weight and practice it. I'm going to walk around and take a look at your backs, making sure that you have full extension at the top. You should be able to do 15 of these unbroken with each rep.